Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Hugo Valentin, and today we have a review of the movie 2. It's a Spanish movie originally called Dos, but they dubbed it, so now it's 2. The overview: two strangers awaken to discover their their abandonments. Two strangers awaken to discover their abdomens have been sewn together and further shocked when they discover who is behind this horrifying ordeal. All right, so welcome to Spoilers Alert, where we tell you everything that happened in the movie and we could talk about it in the comments. So if you haven't watched it and you want to watch it, I believe it's on Netflix and it's called 2. Let me show you guys a picture right here. So, all right. So basically, as soon as it starts, this one doesn't beat around the bush. They literally wake up in like a bed and they're on top of each other. There's a girl on top of a dude and she's like who are you, dude? And then the dude on top of her, under her, is like, well, who are you? And then when she tries to get up, they're attached from the stomach. That's scary. Like, this movie was like, I was looking away. Like, every time they showed the stomach part and she moved them, like, oh, it was like hurting. Like, literally, like, I was like, ooh. It was kind of creepy. So if you saw yesterday's review about Together, Kat talked a little bit about this one. So after she told me about it, I was like, let's check it out. So we watched it. It was good. I believe the acting on this one wasn't as good as Together, because Together, you know, when I watch a movie, I don't want to be thinking about the acting and stuff. So I felt like the lady a couple of times when she was like, I don't believe you. And then she was like, I don't believe you. I'm like, why is she looking around like a weirdo? Like, she was acting, like her acting was a little bit weird, you know? So yeah, I don't like thinking about the acting. So when you're acting and you're doing it weird and not good, it makes me think about it. I'm like, why is she doing, like, I was telling to my wife, I'm like, why is she moving around that? She was like, what do you mean? She's just regular. And then she looked at her, she was like, oh yeah, she's acting weird. So that part is kind of weird. The acting, it's not horrible, like, it's not gonna mess up the movie, but it wasn't great. Like, I had to think about it. If I had to think about it, I don't like it. Like, the acting's obviously not that great. All right, so they wake up together and then they're in a room and they're trying to figure out what's happening. And then she's like, oh, who are you? Why is this happening? You know? And the guy's like, who are you? Like, what's going on? And then she's like, you know, he's like, well, who do you think could do this? And she's like, I don't know, man. I was supposed to do something with my husband, and then he was like, meet me here, and then something happened, and then he was like, oh, I don't know who your husband is. And then he's like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just a regular guy. Like, I don't do anything. I don't have anybody. He's not married or anything. But it turned out that he was like a gigolo or something. And then them trying to do stuff, like, one of the funniest parts when they had to use the bathroom. And they're like, oh my God, we're attached to the stomach. What are we gonna do? And then she's like, all right, sit down. I gotta sit down. And then she sits down, and then he's like, you know, crouching down, like kneeling and stuff. And she's like, close your eyes. I'm like, they're literally attached to each other in the stomach. That was kind of weird. But yeah, then they figure it out. They're like, oh no, it's probably my husband. And then he's like, but what happened? Did you cheat on him or something? And she's like, no, I never cheated on him. I never did anything. And then he's like, I'm a gigolo, you know? And then she's like, ugh, disgusting. She's like, but he's like, I don't have anybody. I never met your husband and stuff. And then later on they figure out, they're like, wait a minute. There was one time that a guy was like, hey, I'll pay you $8,000 to like sleep with my with my wife. And he's like, you're gonna pay me to sleep with your wife? All right. And then I think that's how he got trapped into this. Like, he was offering $8,000, and then I guess when they got together to pay him and stuff, I guess he got drugged or something. They never disclosed how they got there. But they get up, they're looking out the window, they see like a cemetery and like land and stuff. They're like, oh man, we're in the middle of nowhere. And then they're looking around, trying to get out. They pick up a phone. It was like a green phone, shiny. They pick it up. It's like nothing there. It's like no tone or nothing. And then after a while, they get thirsty. There's like water around. They're like, don't drink that. And then he's like, I'm thirsty, man. They find some lasagna and shit. They're like eating. Stop eating shit, man. You're gonna die. It could be poison. And it's like, hey, who cares? But yeah, they're looking around. They're trying to get out, and then they freaking get a call. Oh shit, what the fuck is that? They get a phone call, and then they pick it up, and it's like a voice. It doesn't sound like her husband. And then she gives it to him, and he's like, hello. And like, fuck you, let us out of here, you fucking bastard. And he's like cursing him out and shit. And she's like, what are you doing, man? He's gonna kill us. So it's not the husband. But he said he could have disguised his voice, you know, like, how does your husband look? And then that's when they figured out that the guy that hired him to sleep with his wife was the husband. He was like, oh, he has a beard. She's like, older, glasses. No, that's my husband. How many people with beards? Like, it can't be a coincidence. And which is a lot of people. So yeah, the movie's good. It's creepy. And then at the end, it's like, you know, they figure out who it was, and the guy comes in, and it's like a guy that looks like her husband, but it's not her husband, and they end up, you know, you can watch the end of the story, but it was good. It was good. It was not bad. I think it's on Netflix, so you can watch it if you got Netflix. Nothing, you know, if you don't like it, then let me know in the comments below. But it was like mid. I'm gonna give it like a 7. It's watchable. It's watchable. Now with kids, they're naked the whole time. They're literally naked the whole movie. The lady and the guy. Well, no. One time they put like a robe over her, but like a towel or something. But that's like for 10 seconds. Like, nah, they put it on for a little bit, but it's not. They're like naked the whole movie. So, but yeah. Let me know in the comments below if you guys watched it, if you guys liked it, if you didn't like it. I give it like mid, like 6, 7. So it's watchable. It's not like double Hugo approved. It's like one Hugo approved. It's okay. It's watchable. Like I didn't watch it and was like, what the hell? I should have never watched this. So it's doable. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know if you guys see it or if you're never gonna see it. If you guys are gonna, I mean, yeah, it's watchable. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.